Coming up on the show, we'll chat with Quan from Regurgitator about their upcoming show in Newey.
This album has a particular vibe about it that we haven't had for a while. I feel maybe it's not a concept album as such, but it's definitely got a theme to it.
And we'll catch up with SF Wrens ahead of the Done and Dusted Festival.
I know, it's a bit of a mixed
been
bag.
The eternal battle for all of us to describe what we do.
Produced on Awabakal and Warramai Land, this is The Good Stuff on Newcastle Live.
This is
Good.
Good stuff. The good stuff.
Hello again and welcome back to The Good Stuff. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. We're out on location at the moment in Lake Macquarie shooting something pretty cool that you'll get to see next week. As well as our chat with SF Wrens and Regurgitator, we're going to tell you about Derby Street's brand new interactive light mural. We'll give you some hot picks for the weekend ahead from our gig guide, and we're pulling something out from the archives that features Ben Leece. Ahead of that, Dan's going to tell you about Cold Chisel's 50th birthday bash. Let's go!
Newcastle Live. Newcastle Live.
How good's Lake Macquarie? About as good as Cold Chisel announcing that they're coming to Newcastle as part of their 50th anniversary show this November. The 50th birthday bash tour will actually kick off in Armidale, where the band were based in the mid-70s so Don Walker could finish going to university. They're also going to release a brand new edition of their Best Of album, which will come with this whole range of exclusive different coloured vinyls. A fan pre-sale will kick off for the show in Newcastle this Friday at 12 noon. Head to newcastlelive.com.au to find out more.
School of Rock, the musical, lands in Newcastle July 18. Get ready to stick it to the man with the ultimate musical thrill ride based on the legendary film and with a rockin' new score from Andrew Lloyd Webber. School of Rock, the musical. Book now.
Good stuff.
The Mighty Gurge are back in Newey this Friday night to play a gig to celebrate their brand new album, Invader.
This album has a particular vibe about it that we haven't had for a while. I feel it's focused in a sense, not in the way, maybe it's not a concept album as such, but it's definitely got a theme to it, and hence the title, and it has a drive behind it. So yeah, maybe that is the reason why I wanted to work with others as well. Yeah.
Can you tell me about the inspiration behind the title and some of those more prominent themes throughout the album?
I mean, basically it's just a massive anti-colonialist kind of fuck you to myself and to the society we live in. It's a mess. Last year was dreadful, obviously, for obvious reasons. And, you know, I think the band members as individuals have always felt this, but it felt like it was time to really step up as an entity, as a group, as a band, as a team, and to say, look, you know, we are allies, and now is the time to really make a voice heard from allies and working with Indigenous artists and Indigenous voices, and, you know, using us as a platform and giving them an opportunity to share the truth telling that needs to happen in this country to make a difference. That is long overdue, obviously.
Tickets for the Regurgitator show at King Street Hotel are on sale now. To snag yours, head to newcastlelive.com.au. Good.
We've teamed up with the crew at Bartholomew's in King Street to put together a handy guide to their amazing whiskey and craft spirits festival that's happening later this year. The event's happening at Bartholomew's in August, and there'll be a whole bunch of tasting sessions, VIP, lunches, masterclasses. Basically, if you're into whiskey and craft spirits, you need to get a ticket for this shindig. To see the full guide, head to newcastlelive.com.au.
Good stuff.
G'day, this is Ben Leece here at the Cambridge Hotel for the farewell sessions, and this is a brand new song called Swastika Kids. 1985, 3 swastika kids walk by, and then we had to get our shit and leave. I was sort of a big fan of hip hop before I started playing music, really, but I remember as a kid, so I'm in my 40s now, so I sort of started listening late 80s, early 90s, I guess. A lot of the rap that was coming through in the top 40 or whatever that you'd see was like MC Hammer, Vanilla Ice, and it was all a little bit toy, and I never really, it was cool, but I never really did it. A white kid with Public Enemy, singing Elvis was the hero the most, but he never meant shit to me. In the early 90s when Triple J did their regional rollout, so I was close to Tamworth, and it was some sort of like test signalling, and they were just playing whole albums, so it must have been 93 or 94. They were doing, playing whole albums back to front with like little, call signals in between, and I just got in the habit of getting home and, you had the cassette in the tape player ready to record, and it was stuff like Primal Scream and just heaps of different stuff, those early 90s big records. And I came home from somewhere one night, and just as Public Enemy, and I didn't know what it was at the time, but it was Public Enemy's Fear of a Black Planet album was playing just before Welcome to the Terror Dome, and the production, later found out it's Bomb Squad production. It just sounded, I was really into thrash metal and hair metal and stuff like that at the time. The production on the Public Enemy stuff was hard, like it sounded like metal to me somehow.
Yeah.
And I just walked into the room, I'm like, what is this? This is amazing. And yeah, that was it. So from there it just became such a big thing, and it was probably the first time that political, social conscious messages started to click too, with Chuck D's lyrics and things like that. So yeah, that's a big part of where I'm at today, for sure.
You can catch Ben Leece supporting Hannah and Jessie Lee's Bad Habits this Sunday at the Junkyard in Maitland.
Kids replied.
Yes. Good stuff.
A new interactive light mural has been installed in the pedestrian walkway next to Goldberg's in Derby Street. The mural by Nick Finton, Jared Lawler and Herb Urban combines traditional art with modern LED lighting technology. You can check it out for yourself by heading over to newcastlelive.com.au. I'm going swimming.
Good.
The Done and Dusted Mini Fest is happening at the Lass this Saturday to say farewell to Dunny. And one of our favourite bands, SF Wrens, are on the bill.
It's like some sort of kaleidoscopic hip-hop show with like elements of like theatre and jazz, and I don't know, it's a bit of a mixed bag. The eternal battle for all of us to describe what we do.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Let's keep that.
When I first saw you guys, I remember just being so mind blown. Have you always rapped? Like
I think just from learning lots of covers when I first was doing just regular cover gig stuff, I wanted to do things that were more challenging, and it was fun to try and like play guitar and rap at the same time. And then I think just from that, it's just something I naturally like to do. I always jam a lot of words in when I write as well, so it's a good way to get lots of words in quick, I guess.
To find out more and grab your tickets for the Done and Dusted Festival, head to newcastlelive.com.au.
This is where it
Sounds good.
Good stuff.
It's time to set you up for the weekend by giving you our top picks from the Newcastle Live Gig and Event Guide. On Friday night, Claude Hay is playing at the Stag and Hunter Hotel. Slapjack have their final gig at the Hamo, and the Edge of 17 Fleetwood Mac show is happening at the Mezbar. On Saturday, Ukulele Death Squad will take over the Croat. The Years will be at Belmont 16s, and DV8 are playing live and loud at the Warners Bay Hotel. On Sunday, you can catch Lachlan Edwards at the Toronto Hotel. The Steve Edmonds Band will be playing at Wanji RSL, and Catfish Soup are playing at the Wicco. To find out what else is happening around Newcastle and the Hunter over the weekend, head to newcastlelive.com.au.
This is
Good Stuff. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode of The Good Stuff. If you liked what you saw, make sure that you hit the like button below. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to the Newcastle Live channel. And you should definitely share this with a mate. It'd mean the world to us. If you want to find out more about anything that you've seen on the show, be sure to head to newcastlelive.com.au. And we'll see you next week for more of The Good Stuff.